Hello again, we're going to look at how to divide fractions in this video. Okay, to help us do this, we use the phrase keep, change, flip. Okay, so let's have a look at how it actually works when we look at some examples. My first example is 1/5 divided by a half, or 1/5 divided by 1/2. So my phrase tells me to keep the first fraction. Okay, I need to keep the first fraction, so that's 1/5. Then I change the operation from divide to times, and then flip the second fraction. So it was a half, or 1/2. When I flip it, it's going to be 2/1. And now I simply multiply. We know that to multiply fractions, I multiply the numerators and then multiply the denominators. So 1 times 2 is 2, 5 times 1 is 5, and that's my answer. In the next example, I'm keeping 2/3 as it is, changing divide to times, and then flipping the second fraction, so it's going to be 7/5 instead of 5/7. And now I multiply. 2 times 7 is 14, and 3 times 5 is 15, and that's my answer. Okay, in the next example, I've got 4/5. I'm keeping this fraction as it is, changing divide to times, and then flipping the second fraction, so it's going to be 8/3. Now I multiply 4 times 8, that is 32, and then 5 times 3, which is 15. Now this is what we call a top-heavy fraction, which means that we can convert this fraction into a mixed number. Okay, remember fraction line means divide, so what we need to do is divide 32 by 15, or in other words, you can ask yourself, how many times does 15 go into 32? Well, it goes in twice, okay, and then there's a remainder, which is 2, and then the denominator stays the same. So it's 2 and 2/15. In the next example, I'm keeping 3/4 as it is, changing the symbol to times, and then 6/5. Okay, 3 times 6 is 18, 4 times 2 is 20. Okay, now this fraction can be simplified. So I can divide 18 and 20 by a number. So what is the highest number, or in other words, what is the highest common factor of 20 and 18? Well, this number is 2. So I can divide 18 and 20 by 2. Okay? And then 18 divided by 2 is 9. 20 divided by 2 is 10. And this is my final answer in the simplest form. Okay, so everyone should be able to solve questions like this, but we're also going to look at some more challenging questions involving mixed numbers or whole numbers. Okay, as a reminder, just like we did with multiplication, we need to convert mixed numbers into improper fractions. Okay, so in my first example, I need to times 2 by 1, which is 2, and then add 1. So that's 3/2. Okay, I'm going to copy the rest so that we don't get confused. And now this question now looks just like the one that we've just done. Okay, so I need to keep the first fraction as it is, change divide into times, and then flip the second fraction. Okay, so it's going to be 4/3. Now 3 times 4 is 12, 2 times 3 is 6. This is a top-heavy fraction. 12 divided by 6 is 2. Okay, again in the next example we need to convert the mixed numbers into improper fractions. Okay, 4 times 3 is 12, add 3, 15. So 15/4. Okay, divided by, now 2 times 5 is 10, add 1, 11. Okay, so it's 11/5. Now this question now looks just like the ones on the left side. So I'm keeping the 15/4, changing divide into times, and then flipping the second fraction. Okay, 5 times 15 is 75, and then 4 times 44, 4 times 11 is 44. Okay, again, this is a top-heavy fraction, so I could convert this into a mixed number. Okay, how many times does 44 go into 75? Just once. The remainder is 31. Okay. Now, in the next question, I have a whole number involved. Okay, just like we did it with multiplying fractions, I can write this whole number as a fraction. So 5 over 1. Okay, I'm going to copy the rest for now. Okay, and as you can see, this example now looks like the ones on the left-hand side. So I'm keeping 5 over 1 as it is, changing dividing to times, and then flipping, okay, the second fraction. 5 times 2 is 10, and 1 times 1 is 1. 10 divided by 1 is 10. Okay? And then the last example, I'm keeping the first fraction as it is. Okay? I'm going to leave it divide for now because I need to deal with the 2. I'm going to write 2 as 2 over 1. And now 5 over 7 times 1 over 2, which is 5 over 14. Okay, and that's it.